Hey guys, I'm back with episode 11 of my Feed the Beast series, and I'm going to do what I said I'd do last episode with my recycler, which is upgrade it. So, first off, I'm going to make some cans and fill them with water. I'm going to need 9 of these. And there's my 9. So taking those cans and putting tin around the sides gets you 10k coolant cells, and 10k coolant cells do not stack. But what you can do with 10k coolant cells is add some copper cables and electronic circuits to get yourself overclocker upgrades. So I'm going to get myself 3 of these and go up to my recycler. As we can see, it's going along and is kind of slow. So add an overclocker upgrade, and there's a large difference. Add another one, another considerable difference. And add a third one, and now it's going a lot faster than it was before. So that's good. And I'm going to be back in a bit to make sure I have everything I'm going to need for my next build. Hey guys, I'm back, and my quarry finished up, as I probably said once or twice. So I grabbed myself some redstone torches and lapis lazuli to get myself landmarks. Landmarks are useful because you can connect multiple landmarks or provide a redstone signal to a landmark, and that jetpack's going to get annoying. But providing a redstone signal to a landmark will show you where and how far a landmark can connect up to. So I'm going to go all the way to the edge of this one and connect it. But that may take a while because landmarks can go up to 64 blocks, I believe. And it has to be where it ends. And then going to go all the way to the end of the other landmark, or another side of the landmark, and I figured this one, or that way, will be the easiest, because one, there's already a little island out there that we can kind of start from, and two, it ends pretty close to that island. So it'll be easy, in my opinion. And there we go. So now, going back to the first landmark, I can then right click on it and it'll create a square with the landmarks, and that is going to be the new location of our quarry. Place our quarry down, and it's already started removing the island. I'm trying to grab the landmarks because it's easier to grab them than make a new one. And the quarry runs a bit faster when you can provide it with more power. and the island is disappearing rapidly. Oh, this one fell in the water. And once the island is below the height of the yellow lines, it will then, the quarry will then start to build the frame. And I want to see how much power I'm supplying to this, because this is going pretty quick. Geesh, it's almost like it's racing me. But because it's going quickly, it has to be draining power just as quickly. And it is. But that's a good thing, kind of, because I have a lot of items that will need to be placed, and also because it's draining power so quickly, it can only fill up these chests so much. And pretty soon here it will finish up, and I just want to catch the start of it on camera, because one, it's almost done, it's got that whole side, but that should be quick, and two, instead of having it run off camera, you guys can see just kind of how it works, which is really simple, as long as you can build it. So once the quarry frame is built, the quarry arm comes out. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it'll pick up items you throw at it, or it gets near, and it'll also only cover the ground it needs to. So it'll only dig where it needs to, instead of going all the way back and forth across this whole expanse. It'll only go back and forth wherever there's items to dig. So that's useful. And it'll run out of power soon, so I'll just keep it at what it is and be back in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back, and my quarry did run out of energy, so I switched out the energy cells, and also it looked like a few of my chests were filling up, so I added some more chests, and I will possibly exchange these two engines for more magmatic engines, because I believe magmatic engines are the best on producing power wise currently. So I may exchange those off camera, but I've been thinking that instead of running up and down stairs and having all my rooms separate and in a giant tower, I'd kind of like to expand outwards. So I'm possibly going to abandon the tower completely and move somewhere else close by still, or I may just repurpose the tower. But I kind of want to change it up and get to a bigger house, kind of, instead of a giant tower, be spread out more so it's easier to get to everything instead of going up and down stairs. And that way I can have all my power generation in like one room underneath or something. I don't know. But possibly going to be moving, and something I do want to do is, if I have the materials, and it does not look like I have enough tin. Still no tin. Nope. 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 Yep. Got some tin. Will it be enough? I do not know. But using some tin and copper, throwing that in my induction smelter, gets me bronze. And I believe I'll have enough. So what I'm going to do is craft myself another wrench, grab an electronic circuit, and while I'm down here, some redstone. And I just realized I need more tin, because you need tin for a battery. So I'll be back in a bit with that tin. Hey guys, I'm back, and while out looking for tin, and surprisingly a little bit further away than I would normally go, I found this thing. And what it is a dungeon. Has 2 spawners, and it had tin, a logic matrix, and some other useful stuff. I'm taking damage because I don't have my chest plate on, but those dungeons can prove to be useful because they'll have other items in it that you can't make, I believe. Like this. Logic matrix programmer. I think that's a recipe to repair it or something. But that's one of the items I found. So going to be back in a bit once I get some more tin, because having a backlog of tin or storage is good. So be back in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back, and I completely forgot I had chests by my quarry, so I went out exploring and found that dungeon. But anyways, got the tin I needed and made myself a battery, and I'm going to get myself an electric wrench. And going to put that in my MFE and shift click, I believe. There we go. Shift right click enables lossless wrench mode, which means that you can right click an item and it'll use a lot more energy, but no matter what, you will get let's not do that. You will get that item back. So because it was a recycler, shift clicking it, I got the recycler at the cost of 10,000 EU, because I only had 2,000 left in it. But that is a mode I'm going to leave it set to. and get rid of my other wrench at some other time. My recycler's been running a lot, and I have a stack and some of scrap boxes. And something they're useful for, if you want, is right-clicking, and they'll drop items. Some items are completely useless, and some items can be useful. Out of the items I got, most were useless. The grass could be useful, but I doubt it. And everything else will either be smelted or recycled. So that's what those can be used for. And I will be back in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back, and it's time to wrap up the episode. So, going to be back next episode, and between episodes, I'm probably going, or not probably, I am going to scout out and set up a location for a new base, because this one's a little too spread out for me. I'd like a little closer, everything's easier to get to. So, I'll be back next episode with a location for a new house.